What's up guys, my name's Owen. Welcome back to another art video. In today's art video, we're going to do another review. A scanner review. Yes, I've already done one. And I've had a different one the entire time. Since that video. And before that video. But yeah, so today's video we're going to be reviewing the PlusTek OpticSlim 1180? Yeah. Is the scanner gonna be shit like the other one? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. You guys don't know. But you will know by the end of this video. Alright, let's start it. The PlusTek OpticSlim 1180 is a black and white large format scanner with a scanner bed that goes up to an A3 size sheet of paper, which is roughly 11 by 17 size sheet of paper. Even though I said it's a black and white format scanner, it does allow you to scan in color, but the color depth or the true color, tone color, is not what is going to show up when it's digitally scanned. It's going to be a bit off. They have a whole different scanner for that I will leave a link down in the description for if you want to do color scanning. This is mainly, like I said, a black and white type of color scanner. So if you're doing line arts on physical paper and whatnot and you choose to scan it, then that's perfectly fine. We'll get back to the scanner bed and how these scanned images turn out a bit later, but for now let's move on to the physical buttons on the side of the scanner. Going from top to bottom, there is a scan, email, OCR, PDF, and lastly a power button. The scan button will scan an image or paper that has been placed on the bed and will allow you to save the file as PNG, JPEG, window bitmap, and TIFF compressed or uncompressed. Next, a button we have is the email button. The email button will allow you to directly send a digital copy via email to the recipient that you want to without having to open up your email browser or your email entirely, and it will just allow you to send it quickly and simply right after it's finished scanning it. Then on to the next button is the OCR button. I honestly didn't know what OCR meant, but it actually is pretty useful. The OCR feature allows you to scan text files or handwritten files, and it turns them into digital text files, which you can edit in a document type setting like Google Docs, Word Docs, and whatsoever. And then for PDF, that's just straightforward. A lot of people know what a PDF is, so I don't think I have to explain it. But yeah, it just allows you to save it as a PDF file. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And finally, we have the power button. So now that we've actually got to the point where we turn the actual device on, let's put in a piece of paper that I've drawn. You can watch the video on. This is an old drawing you watch the video on. I'll leave a link down below if you want to see that. But first we're going to do a black and white image and then just press the scan button.
I interrupt this part of the video to tell you that today's video is sponsored by Oof T-shirts. Oof T-shirts is an apparel company that allows this channel to survive and prosper. If you want to help this channel out and buy a shirt or a hoodie or any type of apparel site, you could do so. Let's look at this hoodie, for example. You've probably seen me wear it a couple times. It's soft. It's amazing. It feels great. Yeah. And it even says 18 plus. So you ain't going to jail. And this also says something that I will not translate. You could do that on your own. Alright, back to the regularly scheduled video.
So after you scanned it, it will prompt you to choose a prefix name. So let's just do video scan test black and white, and then you just hit OK, and then it will save it to that directory that you had set. So this is how the image turns out with the settings that I currently have for it to be scanned. Like I said, it's really good for black and white. It also pulls up all like the smudges and whatnot. You can edit this though. You can edit this in the program itself, which has honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this program. It's kind of like the UI, the user interface is really shite, comparatively speaking. If we are comparing it to the other scanner that I scanned, which was a total mess, or the other scanner that I scanned, yes. The other scanner that I reviewed, the UI is shit tier compared to it. It's not that friendly of a UI. It just looks really bad, honestly. But the UI is useful. On the side, right where my mouse is, there is a continuous scan type of thing, apply color matching, auto density, autofill, remove punch holes, remove background, denoise. Like if you click the denoise button and then you scan, it will make it a lot clearer. So all that smudging in the background from my hand and whatnot will not really show up. But anyways, moving on from that, we do have a bunch of other buttons for the scan utility, or different things for the scan utility. I'm not going to really go over the other three because that's just going to take way too long, to be completely honest. And this is all that most people will really even care about from the artist's perspective, is the actual scan utility. You have the button template, which you could change. So whatever button you press, the first one, you can actually change and remap them. Even though it says their name on it, you can change that. This took me a while to actually understand, is the description, like scan openings and blah blah blah, and then the application. You have to choose an application or it won't work. So I just chose the window view, photo viewer application. So after it scans, it'll pull that up and then show you what it looks like. But again, you have to choose one of those. For color, like I said, you can scan in color. Also, like I said earlier, JPEG, TIFF, compressed, uncompressed, PNG, and Windows bitmap. Same thing with grayscale, same thing with black and white. The flat scanner type, flat bed reflective, that's the only type you really have. You could do split, you could do merge, and all this other stuff I don't really care about, to be completely honest, because I don't need to worry about it. But then now you get down to the stuff that I do care about. So page size, you can make a custom page size. My page size, I just made it to my comic paper page size, which is 11 by 14. So whenever I scan, it's going to be 11 by 14. I don't have to worry about adjusting it. It's always going to be that size. And I just leave it as that. Mode, you can change it to color, black and white, grayscale. Black and white, again, we'll just do black and white. Grayscale, we'll do a bit better. I leave it in color for when I'm trying to scan in things that I have shaded, like with pencil. So it picks up those colors, because if I don't, it's gonna look pretty bad. Again, when you try to scan something that's colored, it does not turn out well. Actually, let me show you the black and white, because that's what was messing up earlier. Black and white photo. So just gonna apply it. I'm gonna scan it, and then you'll see what the black and white looks like. Like I said, it's just really good black and white. And then I will place in a color image. See how the black and white turned out? The blacks are really crisp. It has, you could make it so it has no background and whatnot. It's just really good for like line art. But as you see, the bat is actually messed up. That's because it's a lot of concentrated black, and then certain blacks have a certain shine to it, so it will pick it up. Oh, excuse me. It'll pick it up as like a white, which is fine. You could just go in and then digitally edit it from there on. Now I'll show you what a color one would look like. a color image would look like. Grayscale, we're just going to skip over grayscale because it really doesn't matter. Again, I can't reiterate this enough. This is not a color scanner. This is more of a black and white type of scanner. So let me just put this one back in its proper place, and then we'll pull out my favorite one, which I'll also leave a video link down below to which you could guys go see and check out if you want to see how I made that image. So now I put the colored one in there. You guys will see what it looks like when it actually, like, the color differentiation between the two. Again, it's not like terrible, but it's not the best. You can edit the colors back in your editing software or photo editing software. But again, this is not a color scanner. It does not show true tone colors. Why is it black and white? Give me a second. See, like I said, the color is not bad, but it's not the best. It isn't true color. Like, comparatively speaking, how dark that looks compared to how light this looks in person, it is two different things. Like I said, it's not a bad color. You can go in your editing software and just clean it up and just make it look brighter and make it look like the colors that you have in real life. But again, I digress. But again, this scanner isn't advertised to you as a color scanner. It is advertised to you as a black and white scanner. So that is no fault to the scanner. You get what it's advertised for, and it's not a bad color scanner. You just have to tweak it. They have another scanner that is for color. I got this one because I mainly do comics, which are in black and white, so I didn't have to pay more for a color scanner. But yeah, moving on. You do have the other buttons that you can mess with, the document type, the resolution. The resolution, you can actually customize it. I leave it at 600 DPI because that's all I really need at the moment. I don't need anything like really outlandish and crazy. Threshold, I don't really mess with it. Color dropout, I don't mess with it. Moving on to the side, you can have continuous scanning, auto crop, image edge fill, remove punch holes, and all these other things that just allow you to tweak and modify or edit before the actual image is getting scanned, so you can get it to look like how you want every time consistently if you're using the same type of material or whatnot. Now we have a preview button at the bottom right. The preview button's trash. I took it out. 1 second. Let me actually put it back because there's nothing there. I'll put this back in there. It's gonna scan black and white, but whatever. I'll put this in here just to give you a taste of what I mean by the image preview button being trash. Like, look at that. How the fuck? How are you supposed to tell what this is? Like, Jesus Christ. It's so bad. I don't understand. Why is it so bad? It's terrible. Literally terrible. You can't really see shit. Again, the UI in this isn't the greatest. I don't like it. It suffices for what I need it to do, but I don't like the UI. It's not even... So this is from a plebeian standpoint. These guys are a Japanese brand. Japanese are great with technology. Why the fuck can't you make a better UI than HP? Or at least put it on the same level as HP? It's just... I don't know. Like, for the cost of this too, this isn't that cheap of a scanner. I would expect them to put a little bit more in their user interface. I do know this is more marketed towards architects and stuff like that, but even them, they would fucking appreciate a better UI. I don't know. Whatever. Fuck it, dude. Fuck it, dad. Fuck it, dude. But all in all, the scanner is actually a good scanner. Of course, you can get the upgrade scanner if you want to do color images. But for my personal needs, for just the comic book physical pages that I draw out and scan and then edit digitally, it is a perfect scanner. I would like them to have a better UI. I don't think it's that hard for them to make a better UI, but again, I'm a plebeian when it comes to that type of things. But I can't stress enough, this scanner is hella fucking better than that shitty ass HP scanner that continuously breaks down. Like the HP scanner, again, it would have been a really great project. Not even a project, a really great fucking scanner if it wasn't owned by HP. They continually screw up their own things. They don't support their own things. They don't even know how to fix their own things. But again, that might be because of I didn't get a wire in that scanner. I might purchase a wire just to see if it will work better or not. And then I'll use that for color. But it's large. It's really big comparatively speaking to the scanner that I currently am using, the PlusTek scanner. But yeah, anyways. Even though I went on a rant there for a bit about the user interface and how crappy it is, I do believe this is a really good scanner. And I am genuinely happy that I have this scanner because it does what I need it to do at a timely fashion, and it does it consistently without fail. Anyways, this has been another scanner review, an artist scanner review, an artist review, whatever you want to call it. Let's go with artist review. And hopefully you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Hi, I just wanted to say thank you for watching the video.